All right, Facebook friends, I am back. I went to the Dollar Tree, my favorite store in the world, picked up a few things, lit my candle, gotta have the ambiance, sat down, I have my drink here, and I wrote a few questions out. I think what I'm gonna do is 1 to 5, so then we'll do 5 to 10, 10 to, and so on. And so we'll get through the first 5 questions so that the videos aren't dragged out and super long and that kind of stuff. So the first question I had in there was, why do you like cleaning? This is a question you should ask yourself, because if you don't like cleaning, don't do it, because it's grueling some days and you'll hate your life. So you have to at least a little bit like cleaning, whether it be your own home or friends' homes or whatever, but you have to at least have a little bit of likeness there. And it's good because if you don't, it will reflect on your work. It'll reflect on how detailed you are, little things that you notice that you would not normally miss. So there's a little bit of that plays in it. And yeah, it's not the same as cleaning for yourself. So that's going to be a big one. Ask yourself, do you like cleaning? If you do, move on. Great. Next one. So I wrote some of them out in my book here. What type of cleaner do you want to be? Now, the reason why I ask is this is really important because I didn't learn this until later. And I would often take on jobs that I just didn't like. It wasn't in alignment with what I wanted. People had expectations for pay. So this really, really, really matters. So unless you are in it, you don't see the difference in this. And here it is. Are you a housekeeper or a cleaner? Now, I said in the first part of the video about maid, but maid and house cleaner are kind of the same. It's just that the word maid used to be used back in the day. And so it's not used anymore because it's derogatory, I guess. So now it's just cleaner. So I'm a cleaner. I have done housekeeping. It's a lot of work. And I'm going to tell you what the difference is. So going into your business, do you want to be just a cleaner? Because you can end up in a house doing more work than you should be for very little pay. And you don't want that. So a housekeeper does a broad range of tasks, right? Kind of like when I was a personal assistant, which is another thing you can do, PA, personal assistant. I did that, loved it for a little girl. But you're at one house. You're not at a bunch of homes. You're at one house and you do a variety of things like errands, running errands, other tasks, laundry, cooking. Like there's a lot that goes into housekeeping. And so you want to make sure if that's what you want to do and make it easy and only have like 1 or 2 clients a month that you work for, perfect. Or maybe you want 1 client a month. Like I was with my 1 client every day for, a few hours and did my thing with them. So that's something you can do. Also live in. So housekeeper sometimes lives in. And then of course there's more stuff that could be added onto that. So that's something to consider. And then a cleaner is just where what I do is I just have clients that I go to once a week, twice a week, and I do the very basic and I work with them. So I do the heavier part of the cleaning, but they help me a lot with prepping before I go. That saying, the people clean before the cleaner comes. And what I mean by that is they pick up the kids' toys, they pick up things off the floor. I don't go, if I had to go around, pick things up and do all the things in that, I would be there forever. And that's just not my idea of how I wanted my business to be. So know what you want. If you're okay with doing a lot of extra things and working with a family and doing that, that's great. And cleaning in between and driving or whatever, picking kids up after school, that's really good. I don't do that anymore now though. I just clean, very basic clean, and I'll talk about that in a second. So there's that. So that's number 2. Number 3, what area do you want to clean? So this is important because you choose the area you want to clean in. I clean in very posh areas. I have this saying, I clean homes. My homes are pretty intact, and I clean homes, so there's not a lot of grime and dirt. And that's also a type of cleaner, like in an area. We're going to get into that. What type of cleaner do you want to be? Also, with that, the second question, maybe you like cleaning the grime and dirt. Maybe you like working with hoarders. Maybe you like working in complicated situations, homes that have lots of clutter. Like, if you're okay with that, know that before going in. I interview, that's another question. I should write some of these down. See, as I'm talking, I'm starting to all come out now. So I'm going to make that as a point, because I interview my clients before I take them on. I'm choosing them. They aren't choosing me. It doesn't work like that. You think because you got a gig that, you know, you take it. No, there's many clients I didn't take because they just weren't a good fit once I got there and met them, and either seen the condition of their home or whatever the case may be. And it's not a bad thing. It's just I only want to be doing a certain type of cleaning, and that's it. I did all kinds of clean over the years, and now I've kind of got to a point where I'm like, okay, this is how I want to clean. So yeah, so the type of cleaning, and so that goes with the area. So I clean in a very nice area, and so with that comes very nice homes, and that's it. So if you don't want to clean in your area because you don't like your area, but you're just living there because that's just where you are living, you can drive to a different area. I've driven to many areas. Sometimes you have to go a little bit out of your way. I call it being inconvenienced in order to get what you want. And that comes with that is a different type of energy you carry when you're in a home that is very nice. That's a whole other topic we can talk about. So I'm going to have to listen to this video back again, because I'm going to take some points down, because I think a lot of these are really good, and they also play into like my whole spiritual awakening journey. So yeah, so what area do you want to clean in? Know the area you want to clean in, and then it just makes it that much easier. Do you drive or not drive? And that's fine. A lot of the clients that maybe they have their, they might have the minimal products and then the vacuum and the mops and stuff, and you just have to bring a few things in a backpack. That's cool. You can bike there, Uber, maybe you have, we use a lot of scooters here in Vancouver, so, or drive, or you can do EMO or Evo, I mean. So you have to decide too, in that aspect. And if you decide you're going somewhere far and it's an area you want, I call them batching up or bundling up my clients. So I'll often ask the client I'm working for if they have any other friends or family that need a cleaner, and then I usually have had it where I've gone from one home to the next, and they're all beside each other. So that's an option, and that makes your life really easy. So consider that. And that's why it's important if you're a good cleaner, because then you get referrals. And I'll talk about that too, because in one of the questions in the end is about advertising. I haven't advertised in years. Everything is word of mouth. And so if you're a good cleaner, then you're going to keep getting clients all the time, because people keep referring you out. And then how many hours at a time can you clean? This is an important one. I call it princess shifts. Minimum 2 to 4 hours a day for me. That's the capacity I'm at right now, and I'm totally cool with that. And then, you can, depending on the price you charge and how you work it out, whatever you need, that could be another topic too. So you want to sit down and do a budget. So say you have to come up with a certain amount of rent or whatever you need the money for, and budget for that. So that's what you're going to go into as your offering. So, you know, say you needed $500 a month for sure. So how many hours can you work? How many clients to make that 500? And also with that is that's the desire and intention. And when you set out your intention to make that money, you will make that money. So that's kind of plays in a part of it too. I know sometimes we go into it blind and we look at the area and we look at like the market value and what everyone's charging, but I'm my own person individually. I have my own skills and talents and efficiency, and so my price might be different than some other cleaners' prices. Maybe they're just new and coming into it. So there's tons of that option, or tons of that, I don't even know what I'm saying, but tons of things you can work out as far as how many hours you want to clean and how much money you want to make. So those are my 5 questions for you so far. Let me know if there's anything else that you want to know more detailed in some of those questions. Like I said, these videos are new and stuff. So as I'm sure I'm going through and I'm going to re-watch this and I'm going to do some more pinpoints that I might add on later in the later videos. But it's already going on to 11 minutes and 20 seconds. So that is all for now. But leave a comment. Let me know if you have any questions.